Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not usually live in the afternoon. I am Nancy Quinn, business coach and body language trainer to interior designers, and I am here with Alex and Peter from the Daniel House Club to talk about how your interior design ordering process from selection to delivery can be so much easier if you use Daniel House Club to do it for you. I'll do it with you. So welcome, guys. How is everything today?
Everything is great. We are very happy to be with you here again, and nice to see you, Nancy, instead of Leslie. Just miss her too.
Sick of her.
She might be watching, so no.
Good. I hope so.
Well, I wanted to say it sounded like you said you're not usually alive in the afternoon, but you said you don't usually live.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice to see you in the afternoon.
Thanks to see me in the afternoon. I usually do the live broadcasts on my social media channels with my sponsors in the morning. But today I'm here with you guys, and I'm so happy. And I love Daniel House Club's service for interior designers, and we teach it to all of our Profit Insider Academy clients, my one-on-one clients, anyone who coaches with me hears about you guys, because it really makes a huge difference in their process, what you can do for them at Daniel House Club. So I want to really dive into that today and almost revisit for those of people who don't know a lot about you and what you do. Let's kind of start from scratch. I'm an interior designer. I order furniture sometimes, but I'm kind of ordering it haphazardly from different manufacturers. I get different discounts. How can I streamline that whole process from selection to delivery with Daniel House Club?
Very, very, very simply. You just join and you can go on. Once you're a member, you can, which we would recommend you join as Signature, but you could also join as Pro Plus free shipping. Those options will give you different discount levels between roughly 30 to 35% for Pro Plus free shipping, or close to 50% for Signature across every vendor. And you'll be able to go, like, if you've ever been to High Point, basically just a virtual version of that, go through and have access to things like Forehands or Made Goods or Bernhardt or Jonathan Charles all at once. You don't need to go plan out where your opening orders are going to go, because you don't need to make any. You don't have to go remember what the different shipping rates are or coordinate with different receiving warehouses, because we can do all of that for you. You just need to go find the things that you want to put in your project, add them to a board, cart, check out, and we'll handle all of the rest.
So they can create a cart of all different manufacturers in order to create their room, because I do think some designers sometimes will choose a couple of manufacturers that are just easy for them to order from. They know the system, they understand the way their system works, but it limits them in what they can do for their clients then if they're stuck in that mentality.
Yeah, Peter, I'm sure you can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I used to do kind of the same thing. I mean, it was really important to me to get the aesthetic right, but sometimes you know that a vendor is going to be a nightmare, and so even if you can sense that the client really wants that, you're steering them away from it. And Daniel House Club has even kind of allowed me to just be like, yeah, the sky is the limit here, because Daniel House is kind of taking care of those hellacious relationships.
Lucky you.
Yeah. And I'll say, like, I don't ever handle ordering now. When I order for a project, it's always our concierge team. And I just say, hey, Renee, like, where is this thing? And she has an answer for me right away. And, you know, it's always on the Wednesday open order report, which we can talk about later. But I'm very disorganized, so Renee's got the answers.
I was, the inverse of that problem happens a lot too with designers. Is some focus on a few that they actually have accounts with, and they can go and they'll make money, and it's an easy system. Downside there is there's a lot they're not buying. A lot of other designers don't ever establish those relationships, and they just pick the thing here and there, the one or two items, and they're really sacrificing a large amount of profit. We've found that most of our active designers they report to us, I don't actually audit their books, are
Right.
making something like 60% of their profit on furniture resale.
Wait a minute, say that again.
Are making something close to 60% of their profit on furniture sales.
Right.
If
they're buying it properly.
If they're buying properly, right. If they're not just going and say, hey, 10% discount, I'll take it. A 10% discount, you should basically just walk away.
I know. I teach this every day. I mean, a lot of the designers are still buying locally because they just don't understand how to do it. So let's say a new designer or an experienced designer who's interested in Daniel House Club. Tell them how they go to your site and what they do initially. And then I want to talk through like how exactly they place an order. Like how complicated is this?
Great. I will start off because Peter and technology are not great. If you go to our website, danielhouse.club, it's not danielhouse.com, it is danielhouse.club. There is going to be a big button on the top right that says join. You click that, it will take you to a page telling you all about our trade program. We have 3 options that you can join with: Pro plus free shipping, and Signature. Pro plus free shipping and Signature are paid options, but they do offer additional benefit. Mainly, Pro plus free shipping adds in what it sounds like, free shipping, and Signature adds in substantially higher discounts. You'll also get it'll talk about the other services that come along. The biggest one, and we can go into more detail, is Concierge access. We have a really robust concierge team that can handle pretty much any sourcing question you have, whether it's tell me about this product or this product arrived damaged, can you fix it? You select whatever tier you want. You can hit join or start 30-day trial. So you can try either the paid options for free for 30 days.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, which is great. We often say, if you're nervous, just try it out. You'll go see the products there. If they're not what you want, if they don't work for your style, you don't need to commit to anything. You can just go and cancel your plan. I would recommend joining though, because we do have something like 200,000 products, and they are not all visible unless you are logged in. So you'll see a lot more as a logged in designer.
Even in the free tier, will they see everything?
Yes.
All the suppliers, all the manufacturers? Okay.
There are no product restrictions between tiers, just pricing changes.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
So after you do that, then you do get verified as a designer. We were always really conscious when we were making trade accounts that often the verification process would take like a week or two. Like, I'm here to buy something right now. So we're really fast at verifying designers, but we are pretty serious about it. So you submit your business number. You need to have like a website or an email address that ends in .design, something
That's good to know though. So you're protecting the designers. Their clients can't find you and order from you.
We are, yeah. Their clients could buy at the retail price, but their clients cannot get their discount, and we're not telling their client what their discount is. And we're also protecting our vendors. Our vendors are the ones really testing that verification system all the time. We have one in particular who has submitted instructions to assemble a bed as a business number, just to make sure that we're actually verified. So
checking your business model.
Exactly.
But once we have verified you are a genuine trade member, it's incredibly simple to source. It's all of the products are on the site like they are on a normal e-commerce site. You can go add to board or add to cart. Add to board is a bit of a different system than just your traditional add to cart, because it allows you to create a project and say, I am working on Nancy's house. Here's the information about her project. And you can add specific items to boards that you set up in any way, whether it's by room, by budget, by color. You can go in and say, okay, here's my living room board. And then you can, once you've created a board, you can do a few things with it. You can either turn it into a cart to check out on your own. You can turn it into a cart that you send to your client, and your client checks out, and we pay you the difference between the price the client pays and what your designer price is. A lot of our e-designers or new designers who don't really want to handle money like that option a lot. I actually skipped a step. I'm sorry. You can also, before you make a card at all, you can just share a board. If you're just working with your client and say, hey, do you like these things? Here's what I'm thinking about.
And you can do that with or without pricing, which is awesome.
I was just about to ask that. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
so it's meant to be collaborative in that way. But at every point, we've designed it to be very, very simple. Unlike a more typical B2B wholesale ordering system, which can be very complicated, it should feel a lot like you're shopping on it, at night for clothes. It should be that easy.
Yeah, you're shopping in the internet. You're creating one shopping cart, even though it's from many different places. Once someone pays, either your client pays the retail price and you get the difference from you guys at the time of shipment or delivery.
At the time of shipment is when you would get your payout sent.
Amazing. And what's great about this is where we kind of went over it quickly, but I want to point out that a lot of designers are getting design-only jobs at this point because the clients are saving money by project managing themselves, and they can describe what that means to their client. But for them, this is a great way to still make money on the product. They are not giving retail links to local stores or in your area. You're actually giving a link that they see the retail price, but you're protecting your profit based on which tier.
Exactly. Yeah. And part of the reason that the sharing is a big deal to us, the ability to share with your client in that really simple way is, I've said this so many times, when we operated as a design firm, we were not frequently shopped, but when that did happen, I always felt that at the beginning, at least, it wasn't from a malicious place. It was from this, the client's excited about their project and they're up at night, just like they might be perusing websites to buy clothes or whatever, doing the same for furniture and sending you stuff. And they're like, what do you think of this sectional from Restoration Hardware? And you think, well, that's not really what I had imagined.
Yes.
It got harder and harder to say, let me get you something great. It's going to be, 16 weeks, especially because it would be a number of weeks before you would be able to quote them a price on that item. So we wanted this to really feel like e-commerce experience, both for our designer, but also for their customer, so that when they are getting excited about their project, they can go to the place where their their designer actually intends to specify from and say, hey, I really like this.
Okay, hold on. I think I just had a light bulb moment. So you're telling me they can actually go on to the behind the scenes?
Oh, no. The client cannot go to the behind the scenes of Daniel House Club, but they can arrive there and see a retail price for most goods, not for everything, but for most goods. And we find that this is actually really an advantage to the designer. It's a positive thing. I think gone are the days where you can say, the great thing about this is it's not on the internet. That's just not a thing anymore.
Yeah. It's true. It's like everyone's trying to find their piece of the pie, so they're letting it out in the internet to whatever sales they can make, and that's making it harder for the designers.
Yep.
Yeah. But this process makes it a lot easier for you. I think rather than fighting that with your client or creating an adversarial role, it allows you to be kind of a partner and feel like you're working together by enabling them to do what they want to do, but still having a lot of control over where that goes.
Yeah, so they can actually go on to Daniel House Club and look also and say, I love what you chose for me, but I see this one as well. If they're looking together, they can select something together.
Yeah, exactly. And when you send a cart to your client, you have the ability to allow them, if you want, to take out items But you also have the ability to lock it so they cannot take out items. Alex, am I lying? That used to
No,
be
that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, and that is because like maybe you want to make a sale and you don't want to have this back and forth. Like I love all $100,000 of this product except for this $40 table lamp, and you don't want to have to go rebuild that whole thing. So instead, they can just opt to take that off and go ahead with the transaction themselves.
I love the fact that you just give everybody so many options. I want everyone to understand, though, to me, one of the biggest benefits is so many, but one of the biggest benefits of using you guys at Daniel House Club is that if you get to the point where you feel like you need to hire a virtual assistant to track the deliveries and keep track of delays and damages and things like that, guess what? You don't actually have to hire someone extra and pay out of your pocket for someone extra to do that work. You're actually paying a very small monthly fee for you guys to do it all for them and then getting a ton of money back.
I would say that's like our top client testimonial is like Daniel House Club saved me from hiring a purchasing agent or something like that.
Yes. And I think because a lot of the designers are still solo designers, it's such a benefit to have you guys as their back office ordering, tracking, and monitoring deliveries and damages for them. And if it's a design only package, they literally deliver the cart to the client pays, and then you deal with the client on the deliveries, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's really a great tool for people who are, designing projects remotely or just have that kind of just design relationship.
Amazing. Okay. What didn't we cover?
I think there might be two things. Did we mention the open order report? Did I blank out?
We briefly.
Yeah, let's go into detail.
So you were just saying on tracking, like if you're an active solo designer doing a lot of projects, tracking all of that is a nightmare. Even when we had a firm with like 5 people, it was a nightmare. And I will let you know that some of our biggest customers have firms of 10 or so people, and they're still buying almost all the stuff through us because it's still a nightmare for them too. We will track everything across all of your projects, across all of your orders in one place. Every week you get an open order report sent to you on Wednesdays. It has what product is this? What project is it for? Where is it shipping to? What's the most recent shipping update? Has it been delayed? Has it been accelerated? Where's my tracking number? And that is just produced automatically. Additionally, if you want more help or more handholding, your concierge is happy to do that for you. And they can build you spreadsheets however you want them to look and really take over that control. You could even say, hey, if this gets delayed by X number of times, I just need to cancel it. And we can go through and do that. We're not going to cancel it preemptively, but they will monitor it and watch it and say, do you want to do that? And so they'll really help you out in that process.
Alex is hitting on something there. When you create a project, you put in your install date. So we don't do consolidated shipping, but our concierge team is monitoring that date. So they're working with you to say, hey, I see like this is the date you input. We're not going to be on track with that.
Okay.
So they'll be helpful. And I mean, I might be overstating how much they're doing that, but if you're working closely with them, they are aware of your install date and they're going to be saying, hey, like, I don't think this is going to make it. Do we need to make a change or something?
Do we shift gears or do we need to make a change?
Yeah.
Okay. Something just popped into my head, if you don't mind me asking in between, is what about warranties and guarantees and things like that? Because that has come up quite a bit with the designers. If 6 months after something gets delivered, the client finds a damage or needs to go against a warranty, how does that happen with you guys?
Yeah. Anytime there's any claim of any type, you can reach out to your concierge. You can do that just by emailing him or her directly. You can email concierge@danielhouse.club. You can call us. You can fill out a form on the website. It should be really easy. Our policies are for returns and warranties will match what the vendor policy is, but we will administer that on your behalf. So it is listed, the return policy is listed on every single product page, and it can vary, but it'll vary vendor by vendor. So if one vendor does not allow returns, we also won't. But if they do, we will, and we'll match that. On our typical range is a 15-day return window. And I believe, I actually don't know this. I probably shouldn't say. I think most of the companies we work with will warranty between 6 months and a year. And we will still manage all of those.
You'll help the designer manage those requests.
Yes.
Okay.
And we work really hard to make sure that you get what you and your client need. It's probably not great to advertise this, but a decent chunk of our marketing budget goes toward what we call customer OMGs. So if the vendor's not going to help, Daniel House Club will work to help if we think it's really reasonable. And it's rare that I can think of a recent instance where we rejected something, and it was somebody said, "Oh, my four-hands chairs have lost all their charm." Well, they were specified.
That's cute.
We were like fully down cushions in a commercial space, and the photos we received suggesting that they were damaged were like covered in dog hair and totally unfluffed. And I was like, no, this
wasn't us.
That's not our problem.
But we have helped in vendors, people filling out COM forms incorrectly, which is a process we will help you do and make sure is fully accurate. But having one of those sent to a manufacturer, it was filled out incorrectly by the designer, and got sent to them wrong, and the company, I won't say, did not want to do anything, but we did help take that over.
It's amazing.
To make it right.
That's amazing.
And it's really important for us. The last thing, I know we're really close. I did want to mention the shipping. If you have any experience at all ordering direct from manufacturers, you also have experience not knowing what your shipping cost is. And sometimes you have experience not knowing what your shipping cost is for months until a shipping bill arrives in the mail and you don't even remember what this is for.
What it was for, yeah, what it was for.
Who do I bill? I can't bill anyone. I have to pay for this. The shipping cost is immediately available to you. Our standard, if you're on Signature, it is a standard rate for residential, curbside, and commercial of 9.5%, 9%, excuse me. If you can also upgrade to room of choice or white glove for anywhere in the US and Canada. And whatever that price is will be the price. We won't follow up with another bill. There are no surprises. Even if you're in Canada, there's no extra
It's good to know.
border crossing fees or duties. All of that's included.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So it's very clean for their business models, I feel like, if they use the right tier that matches with their needs, then it becomes very easy and very clean.
Yeah, we want to give designers their sanity back. Let them focus on what they're actually good at.
Absolutely.
We're trying to patchwork the rest.
Go ahead.
I think we've pretty much covered the wonder of Daniel House Club.
Yes.
Since we are headed into market season, do you mind if I quickly share where people can find us at market this year?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Cool. Well, first, before market, if you're in the New York area, on October 6th, we've partnered with NYSID and our board of advisors member, Alexa Hampton, and we have an event to tour her apartment. So you can sign up with on New York School of Interior Design's website if that is of interest to you. I think you may need to be an alum, but there's lots of those out there. So so please join. And then in High Point, we are going to be partnered with Rue Magazine at the Universal Lounge that they've put together. So we will we'll be on a panel talk on Saturday morning, I think at 11. I may be wrong, but we'll be sending out information about that. But we'll also be hosting little groups in that space and partnered with Rick Campos and Robin White, who I think you work with.
Yeah, she's one of my sponsors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they're both going to be doing consultations for designers, both on their website and just on their overall business plans. So I think those are cool opportunities. And then we're doing a little bit of dovetail action the next afternoon again with Rick. So
Nice.
yeah. So
And can they find those on your website as well?
We'll be emailing about them very soon to all members, but we will have them on our club bulletin page as soon as it's all finalized.
Awesome.
So the club bulletin page is along the top search bar as well. So
what happened to the middle console right there, right in High Point Square?
Oh yeah, that was very fun. We had a really good time.
Yeah, that lounge that you guys had, it was nice.
Yes, but with Rue, they've done all the work for us. So
And it's inside. Yeah.
And it's indoors, so we don't have to worry about a tent at the last minute.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I won't be at High Point this time, but hopefully I'll see you the time after that. Everyone go over to danielhouse.club and check out what this company can do for you. These guys have created an amazing company that supports interior designers in their ordering, tracking, delivery, back office stuff that you no longer will have to do if you use them, which is just amazing. If I was a full designer today, I would be using 100% of these guys. So I wouldn't have to have an employee. I wouldn't have to do the tracking. I'd have someone to talk to when something goes wrong, right?
That's right.
That's huge right there. So, all right, guys, any last comments?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, everyone. So go have a great rest of your day. Both of you have a great Thursday night, and we'll see you next time. Go check out danielhouse.club. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye. Thank